Does the DoorDash acceptance rating really matter? Because we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about the rolling 100. We're also going to talk about some of those type of orders to take and not to take. And that's just the start of it. So let's go ahead and get started. Because you may remember about the old Dasher rewards. And actually some of you, or maybe even most of you, still have it. Where if you're trying to be in the tier system where you have to have at least a 50% acceptance rating just to get silver, a 60% to get the gold, and 70% or even 75% in other places acceptance rating just to have platinum status. And for a lot of us, and even for me, that ship has sailed. And now with this overall Dasher rating, we see with this points system here, and this is actually my current stats right now, with 82 points out of 100, and my acceptance rating is at 49%, which gives me 17 out of 30 points. With my completion rate, on time rate, quality rate being 100%, and so far a perfect 5.0 customer rating, that is what's actually combining and actually giving my 82 points so I can actually have and even keep my platinum status. But we're really going to look at this acceptance rating here. Because even DoorDash, they have a brand new feature. And this also shows us how the rolling 100 actually works. Because as you see the X's as they go through, those are the orders that you've actually declined. Now, the orders that's on the very top, those are the orders you're just now accepting, as you see as those green ones. So as you're accepting those offers, those red ones, your declines, are going to be going away. And I really like how they added this feature right there. Just scroll down just a little bit under your acceptance rating to help give people just the thought of how do this thing actually works. But then they don't actually stop there. You can actually review all offers. And when you review all your offers, you can kind of pretty much just scroll. You can see everything you accepted, see everything you declined, the day of that. But here, let's stop right there just for a second. Let me just go ahead and scroll back up all of these declines right here. And this is actually the purpose of why I'm actually somewhat making this video. Because this was at the point where I was actually finally getting my acceptance rating up to 55%. Because generally I stay in the fluctuation between like 45 and 55%. And usually when I get up to that 55%, I get these waterfalls of bad offers, which causes me to have to go decline. And that can be so frustrating. I know maybe you experienced something similar to that, and maybe not. Maybe it's just me and all these years of dashing, because things wasn't always like that. Because even when we was just at our old rating system, where I had to actually keep like a 70% acceptance rating, I usually kept it in between 72, 75, maybe at 78. I can even be in the 80s sometimes. But I get these waterfall of bad offers, as we see right here. And it's just like, how in the world you build it up just to get brought right back down to earth? But here's the crazy part of the story is when I first got the overall Dasher rating, I was at 75%, and I wish I just had, so I can show it the proof of all the declines that I had, is I went from 75 all the way into the 40s, just in the matter of like just a couple of days, because it was just bad offer after bad offer. I really thought I was doing offers on DoorDash earned by time because the miles were so much more than the pay. So many upside down orders just cause an avalanche on my acceptance rating. Then when things kind of slowed down, and the smoke cleared a little bit, this is where I've been at, in between the 45 and the 55. And now that once I've been noticing, especially if you're on my live just a couple weeks ago, how my platinum status has been fluctuating from 85 points to 80 points. And it's just kind of being like a little toss around. So I might be gold one day and I might be platinum the next. And I'm currently platinum. Hopefully things stay at 80 points to keep platinum status, because 85 points is, man, that's tough. because even right now with the decent ratings, I am just right there on edge. But if I'm ever late and something actually goes against my on-time rate, I need to hurry up and try to rectify that, because even with the on-time rate, I don't have very much time to get to from point A to point B. Generally, it's just 1 minute, but that's going to be in one of the next videos to come. But when we focus on this acceptance rating, and I keep getting orders like these upside down offers, like $5.60 for 7.8 miles, these are the orders that I'll be receiving, and even worse. Sometimes I might see like $6.50 and it might say 12 miles. Or I might see something like this offer right here, $2.60 for 5.5 miles. These upside down orders are the orders that I see, and it just collapses the acceptance rating to bring me kind of back down to earth where I used to be in the 70s in the acceptance rating. It used to be somewhat easy, but my somewhat easy has been impossible ever since. Let me know in the comment box if you've seen anything or experienced anything like that. Have you actually maintained over 70%, but now with the overall Dasher rating, you can't even hardly get up to 70%, not even to 60%? Please let me know in the comment box, just to see, am I the only one? Now, I know somebody's going to say, what are you doing? Are you trying to conspire something? No, I'm just telling you what I have witnessed and just experienced for my own self on the app. Now, also, I'm going to be getting the comments that's going to be like the elephant in the room as well. It's like, dude, don't even worry about the acceptance rating. Just multi-app and just take the best offers as they come. But here's also the flip side, because I actually know in my market of those times where I actually was not even platinum, I wasn't gold, I was not silver, I was not tiered at all. And it felt like it was nearly impossible to get even an offer just because I wasn't tiered. But with platinum status, or I've even witnessed with gold status, I can get offers, and I get offers a lot quicker, especially with that platinum offer boost. Because as soon as I'm dropping off, I'm usually getting offers pretty quickly as I'm even walking back to the car or just getting into the car. That is definitely one awesome perk that has been a complete upgrade in the past few months. Now, I'm not saying that those offers have been just always been good and great, because no, I do sometimes have to decline those offers as well, because you see some of those type of offers that we all get all the time, which is those upside down offers. And you know me, I'm not going to take those, because my goal is, at least in my market, is to make at least $20 an hour. If I can get up to $25 an hour, I'm definitely going to go and shoot for that. But me just knowing where I'm at, generally that's where I'm going to be, somewhere in between that $18, $20, $21 an hour with Doordash. However, there might be another app, such as a Walmart Spark, where I'm generally around $25 an hour. And now Walmart Spark has their own tier system that they're rolling out. And man, that's a whole new video that I already made. If you haven't seen that one yet, be sure and check that one right after this video, when you get to see Walmart Sparks silver, gold, and sapphire. Yeah, similar to Doordash, kind of blows your mind just a little bit. Looks like where these apps are actually going towards. Because yes, you get, with these tier systems, you get rewards. And with these rewards, sometimes it just comes with a little bit more headache, because you got to maintain a certain level just so you can get those rewards, such as with Doordash. Of course, you got the on-time, completion rate, and the acceptance rating, and so on and so on. But that acceptance rating is one of those big keys, the big factors that's going to make you or break you. And when you just actually first get on the overall Dasher rating, and let's just say if you're not tiered, but you're around in the 40s area of your acceptance rating, you might be like, oh man, I'm actually silver now, or I'm actually platinum now, and I wasn't tiered at all. It might seem good for a moment, but can you maintain that? Do you want to maintain that? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people just like, it's not even worth it. and I don't not even want to bother with it. But hopefully you're in that type of a market where you actually see a lot of those good orders not even being tiered. It's almost like being just raised in a rich family and you're just blessed like that. Hey, more power to you. Use the tools that you have to make things work. And that actually goes beyond gig work. And with me saying that, that goes along with, does maintaining your acceptance rating and to stay in these tiers matter? Well, it all depends of your market and how you can actually still make the hourly rate that you can make of whatever your goal is. And with that hourly rate, then it's just your daily goal, your daily quota that you're trying to make. Whether you're trying to make an extra $50 a day, an extra $100, $150, $200, or even $300. It's possible. It all depends on how much effort that you want to actually put into this thing, how much time you have, or it even matters to the apps that we actually use. So if you're making like even extra money on some of these other apps, such as like a Deliver That or a Expedite, getting some of these catering orders, maybe throw in a Walmart Spark, throw in DoorDash, throw in Uber Eats, you can make it happen. But that's just one of the things. A lot of times we get discouraged when we keep on feeling defeat after defeat after defeat and seeing these type of offers and worrying about our ratings and trying to just keep up all these tiers. Sometimes we got to step back and just be like, and not worry about all this mess. And we just got to do the work. Finding a system in between these apps that works in your market. Because it's not always just about being like 100% DoorDash, 100% Walmart Spark or Uber Eats or anything else. We're not married to these apps. We can actually multi-app and make it work. So in my very last drop of encouragement is keep on striving, finding a thing that works for you. And even though you might go through some failures in life, all you need is that one little spark to catapult you to the next level so you can maintain and even increase from there. But I hope you got value out of this video. And if you'd like some more DoorDash tips and tricks, check out this video right here.